Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman are facing their biggest scandal yet. Nicole has already filed for divorce after explosive rumors that Keith got too close to 23-year-old country singer Maggie Baugh. Before you jump to conclusions, here's the real story behind the Nashville Mentorship that just shattered Hollywood's golden couple. Before we get into the rumors, let's talk about who Maggie Baugh actually is. This Mississippi native isn't just another aspiring singer. She's been making serious waves in Nashville. At just 23 years old, Maggie's already caught the attention of major industry players with her distinctive voice and authentic Southern charm. Her breakout moment came with singles like Loved by a Country Boy and Mississippi, which showcase her traditional country roots mixed with modern production. She's the kind of artist who reminds you why Nashville became Music City in the first place. Now, here's where Keith Urban enters the picture. As one of country music's most respected veterans, Keith has a history of mentoring up-and-coming talent. He's been a judge on The Voice. He's collaborated with countless artists, and he's known for giving younger musicians a leg up in the industry. According to multiple sources, Keith took notice of Maggie's talent and began offering career guidance. They were spotted at industry events together, and Keith even praised her music publicly on social media. On the surface, this looks like a classic mentor-mentee relationship, something that happens all the time in Nashville. But you know how the internet works. When a married superstar starts spending time with an attractive young artist, people talk. The rumors really kicked into high gear when photos emerged of Keith and Maggie at a Nashville recording studio late one evening. Social media detectives went into overdrive, analyzing every interaction, every like, every comment. Some fans pointed out that Maggie had been conspicuously absent from certain events where Keith and Nicole appeared together. Others noted changes in Keith's social media patterns. The speculation reached fever pitch when a blind item on a popular gossip site described a married country legend getting too close with a rising female star. While no names were mentioned, the internet immediately connected the dots to Keith and Maggie. So what does Maggie Baugh have to say about all this? Well, she's been remarkably composed. In a recent interview, she addressed the rumors head-on, calling Keith an incredible mentor and friend, and expressing gratitude for his guidance in her career. She emphasized that their relationship is purely professional and that she has nothing but respect for his marriage to Nicole. Maggie also pointed out that female artists often face unfair scrutiny when they work closely with male industry figures, a valid point that resonates with many in the music business. Let's talk about Keith and Nicole for a moment. These two have been married since 2006, and by all accounts, they've built one of Hollywood's most solid relationships. They've weathered Keith's past struggles with addiction, they've raised the two daughters together, and they consistently gush about each other in interviews. Nicole has been photographed at Keith's concerts throughout this entire rumor cycle, looking as supportive and in love as ever. Keith, for his part, continues to credit Nicole as his rock and frequently posts loving tributes to her on social media. There's been zero indication from either of them that their marriage is in trouble. No cryptic Instagram posts, no suspicious absences, no statements from representatives, nothing that would typically signal a celebrity relationship in crisis. Here's what's really going on. The music industry runs on relationships and collaborations. Established artists working with emerging talent is how the business has always functioned. Keith Urban has mentored dozens of artists over his career, male and female, without any scandal. The fact that Maggie Baugh is young and attractive doesn't automatically make their professional relationship inappropriate. Nashville is a tight-knit community where artists support each other, attend the same events, and collaborate in studios. That's just how it works. What we're seeing here is a classic case of the internet taking innocent professional interactions and spinning them into something scandalous. It's the same pattern we've seen play out countless times with other celebrities. So, who is Maggie Baugh? She's a talented country artist trying to build her career in one of the most competitive industries on the planet. She's someone who's been fortunate enough to receive guidance from one of the genre's biggest stars. And she's someone who's now dealing with unwanted attention because people love a good scandal, even when there isn't one. As for Keith Urban, he's continuing to do what he's always done: make music, support his family, and help the next generation of artists find their voice. Sometimes a mentor is just a mentor, and a professional relationship is exactly that, professional. What do you think about these rumors? Well, before you make up your mind, let's widen the lens a bit and look at how stories like this even take off in the first place. Because this situation tells us just as much about modern celebrity culture as it does about Keith, Nicole, or Maggie. We live in a time where a single photo, a late-night studio session, or even just a friendly comment on Instagram can explode into a full-blown narrative. And once the internet decides a story is interesting, it spreads like wildfire, whether it's true, exaggerated, or completely misunderstood. That's exactly what seems to have happened here. Let's remember something important. Celebrity marriages, especially ones involving A-list actors and global music stars, operate under pressures that most of us will never experience. Every move, every handshake, every backstage interaction gets dissected under a microscope. It creates the perfect conditions for speculation, especially when the people involved try to keep their personal lives private. And in this case, there's no real evidence of wrongdoing. No statement from Nicole, no comment from Keith, no insider confirmations, just social media theories and the natural curiosity people have when a rising young star enters the orbit of an established legend. But there's another layer to this story, because while the internet loves to speculate about celebrity scandals, what often gets overlooked is the human impact on the people at the center of it. Maggie Baugh is only 23. She's just beginning her career, and suddenly she's being pulled into headlines that have nothing to do with her music or her talent. That kind of attention can be overwhelming, especially for women in the entertainment industry, who are often unfairly blamed, sexualized, or scrutinized simply for working alongside male colleagues. This isn't the first time a young female artist has found herself accused of being too close to a mentor. It happened to Taylor Swift early in her career. It happened to Carrie Underwood. It happened to Kelsey Ballerini. It's almost a ritual in country music. A young woman succeeds, and instantly becomes the target of rumor campaigns suggesting she slept her way to the top. Maggie calling out this double standard was not only brave, it was necessary because it shines a light on a problem the industry still struggles with today. Meanwhile, Keith Urban has always been vocal about supporting new artists. He's built his reputation on collaboration. Just look at his career. He's constantly jumping into surprise duets, inviting young performers on stage, and shouting out up-and-coming musicians. Mentorship isn't a scandal for him. It's part of his brand, and by every public measure, he has shown nothing but devotion to Nicole Kidman for nearly 2 decades. That's why many fans believe the noise around this situation says more about gossip culture than it does about their marriage. But there's also the Nicole perspective, and honestly, it's fascinating. Nicole Kidman is one of the most admired, respected, and self-possessed women in Hollywood. She survived the pressures of fame, the tabloids of the early 2000s, high-profile relationships, and decades in the public eye. If there truly were problems in her marriage, she's not the type to hint about it through cryptic social media posts or paparazzi games. She's private, controlled, elegant, the kind of person who would address a real issue directly, not through whispers. And that's part of why this rumor feels so thin. There's no shift in her behavior, no sudden distance, no hesitancy in public appearances. She's still supporting her husband, still appearing at events with him, still looking genuinely joyful at his concerts. That consistency speaks louder than internet speculation ever could. So where does that leave us? In a familiar place? A place where Hollywood myths and viral gossip collide. A place where a mentor helping a young artist becomes a trending topic. A place where a stable marriage becomes the target of imagined drama. Because the truth is, the internet doesn't always reward boring stability. It rewards chaos. It rewards scandal. It rewards narratives that make people click. But real life isn't always that dramatic. Maybe Keith Urban is simply a veteran artist helping the next generation. Maybe Nicole Kidman is just living her life, raising her daughters and supporting her husband. And maybe Maggie Baugh is exactly what she appears to be, a talented young musician chasing her dreams without wanting or deserving any of this noise. At the end of the day, it's important to separate rumor from reality, curiosity from evidence, and drama from the truth. Because while gossip can be entertaining, it's also incredibly easy to forget that real people, with real families, careers, and emotions, are at the center of these stories. So the next time a headline or blind item makes your jaw drop, ask yourself, what's actually happening? And what's just the internet doing what it does best? Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think this entire situation is a massive overreaction? Or do you think fans are right to question the timing and the closeness of this mentorship? What do you think about these rumors? Are they completely baseless? Or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe for more celebrity news and analysis. Thanks for watching.